Hey guys, it's Jordan. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a super exciting video, one that is long awaited. If you guys don't know by now, I go to the College of Charleston and I love making videos about my lifestyle there and like going to college there. But I just finished my freshman year there and I am here to help you guys, whoever is rushing this year. Hopefully this video helps or gives you guys some tips and tricks on how rush is at the College of Charleston, and or even if you don't go to the College of Charleston, hopefully this helps you feel more prepared. I don't know. And just give you guys some insight on how everything works and how recruitment is and things like that, because I know when I went into recruitment I was completely blindsided and I knew absolutely nothing. I never had anybody in my family that was in a sorority or even in a frat, so I kind of went into Greek life not knowing how things work, not knowing how recruitment or rush worked, and I would just hear all these details and things I had no idea about from my friends that had family members in sororities or my friends that were in a sorority. And in high school I really didn't think I was going to be in a sorority because I was just like, I know nothing about it. I heard that's very expensive. So that's why I'm here today. I'm here to be you guys' guide, answer questions that are a little bit unanswered. Also, anybody going to any other college or going to college in general, I'm really excited for you guys. Let's get into the tips. So at the College of Charleston, we have 8 sororities, and all 8 sororities, let me just preface by saying, are phenomenal. I had the opportunity of going to each house, and every single sorority at the College of Charleston is so nice, so genuine, so many wonderful, amazing girls there, and no regrets on rushing. That whole entire experience was amazing. If you guys don't know, I am in Kappa Delta at College of Charleston, and I adore my sorority. I love it. All the girls in my sorority are like my best friends. One thing that I do love about the College of Charleston is that the sororities are slightly smaller than a lot of like the big universities like Clemson University or University of South Carolina. They have huge rush classes, like over 1,000 potential new members, and Charleston has less than that. So I am able to get to know almost everybody in my sorority on a deeper level, and I really love that about Charleston. Even if you're going to a university or bigger college, there's still so many girls you can meet and so many close bonds that you can form, so don't be discouraged. I just love the opportunity to get to know everybody in my sorority at Charleston. New classes are just getting bigger and bigger. My class was actually one of the bigger classes with like 70 new members, so they just keep growing and growing and growing. So the sororities at the College of Charleston are 80 Pi, Zeta, Tri Delta, Pi Omega, Kappa Delta, Delta Gamma, Sigma Kappa, and Kappa Alpha Theta. All are so great, and I have friends in every single one. And rush is just such a difficult thing, and I literally tell anybody that I talk to about rush this piece of advice: just be yourself. Be genuinely and authentically yourself. I know that everyone usually goes into rush with like these preconceived ideas of like what's a good sorority, what's a bad sorority, what they've heard is good, what they've heard is bad, this and that, she said, he said, they said. But you just cannot base it off of other people's thoughts and mindsets. I loved going in to rush not knowing anything, because literally picked it out based off of how my rush week went. And that is what I advise all of you guys to do. Just feel it out during the week. Ignore everything you've heard from anybody and just try and see for yourself, do I fit in with this crowd? Do I connect with these girls? Because a lot of the time you will feel the vibe. Oh, I don't really connect with them on a deeper level. This isn't for me, but they're really sweet. Or this is my crowd of people. I am like them, they're like me, I love them. Your values and morals align, or you love the, pick it out based off of your own opinion, I'd say. So that's my biggest tip. Just be yourself and feel the vibe out. If I could just say one thing, that would be the one thing I'd say, because ultimately that's what you're gonna be in for the next 4 years. So in rush, I don't know how many of you guys know all this, there's a system with rushing. Like I said, it's different for each school, and I have a lot of good friends at USC that they've told me the rush is like slightly different, but I'm just here to speak for Charleston Rush because this is what happened for me last year, and I'm here to speak on my experience. Last year at Charleston, we had assortment of days throughout the week where we would go to houses and talk with the sororities. So you're assigned to a Pi Chi group, and a Pi Chi group is essentially like your camp counselor, I like to put it like that. It's like your mom, basically. And so Pi Chi is are members of sororities, but you don't know what sorority they're in, and there's usually 2 per Pi Chi group. at Charleston, and they literally lead you throughout the entire recruitment rush process. They're here to be your helping hand, your guidance. You don't know what sorority they're in. They keep it a secret. They're just there to help you and provide support. Your Pi Chi group you really get close to, and it's fun to see like where all the girls go during bid day, because everyone usually goes to like all different kinds of sororities, and it's just so sweet because off the bat you meet a wonderful group of girls. And so our Pi Chi groups, we met our Pi Chi groups, got all together. The first day of rush was called Open House Day 1 at Charleston. And Open House Day 1 is where we went to 4 of the 8 sororities, and you wore like cute bottoms, like a skirt or cute shorts. That's pretty much what it was, like cute formal skirt, cute formal bottoms. Nothing too fancy, but like cute and like brunchy, adorable, you know. But you showcased your style through your clothing that you wore. Open house, we went to 4 different houses. I completely forgot the houses that I went to first. I just remember Delta Gamma was my first house. They're all so sweet and nice. I had great conversations. So we go to all four of the houses, and afterwards you want to make sure you're keeping notes. You just want to keep in mind, after every house I'd write down little notes. So for the open house round, we basically talked for like, I forgot how long it was. It was like a period of time. It went by really fast, and you have a conversation just talking about casual questions, just easy conversation starters that you'd have with someone you just met, just like the girls you just met in your Pi Chi groups. That was day 1. Then day 2, you go to the second 4 of the houses, and we did the same thing, same conversations. So now that's 2 days of rush for Charleston. Now this was a big decision. So since there's 8 sororities in Charleston, you pick 2 to drop. Something about rush, if you're unfamiliar with it, is that sororities drop you and you drop sororities. It's like they want you, you want them, but they don't want you, you don't want them, kind of thing. So you get to pick 2 out of your 8 sororities that you like the least and rank them 1 and 2. 1 being like, yeah, that one's my like second to last, and then 2 being like, oh yeah, that's my last. The next day we were sent out schedules, and these schedules are literally like, have your number of sororities left. So the maximum amount at Charleston you can get on philanthropy round is 6 houses back. If you dropped them, ideally your 2 lowest would get dropped, and then you get the 6 you want back. But rush is really tough, and sometimes sororities aren't clicking with you and they don't think that you would be a good fit in their sorority but better in a different sorority, so they would drop you. Usually everyone gets dropped. It's a normal thing. Don't be discouraged if you get dropped, because it happens. It just means that you're not fit to be in that sorority, and that's okay. You don't want to be in a sorority that you don't feel good in anyway, so who cares? Anyways, and so when let's say you got 6 back, you go to the 6 houses for philanthropy round. So if you guys don't know what philanthropies are, it's essentially like a community service or a community organization that the sororities advocate for. An example of Kappa Deltas is we advocate for young boys that are living in abusive homes, and we try to help them and gain awareness for them. Also, another philanthropy is Girl Scouts. And so we basically, you talk about on the philanthropy day, they talk about their philanthropies, and I loved this day, hearing about all the different events that the sororities put together, and you just learn more, ask questions about like so they usually do like a little philanthropy presentation, and then you talk about it, and it's fun. That's another big reason why you should choose the sorority you want, because you feel connected to the philanthropy. My example is I was a Girl Scout. I felt especially connected to Kappa Delta because I was a Girl Scout, and I had so many memories at Girl Scout camp, so I loved it. All the philanthropies are so amazing and beneficial and supportive and just so kind. So I love them all so much. So the philanthropy round, I wore like a brunchy outfit. They give you like recommendations on what to wear, but it's kind of like weird because it's not very clear what you should wear. So I wore like a brunch outfit, just like a cute little dress. I believe it was, yeah, this just like a cute little short dress that cut, because it's hot as Hades in Charleston during rush. I think I wore some cowboy boots. And so then you go back, and your Pi Chis will literally walk you through this too. The next day is sisterhood, and so you have to drop or rank 2 more as the lowest. And so ideally you'll come back on sisterhood round the next day with 4 sororities left. And so sisterhood round is super fun. You go to your 4 houses ideally, and it's okay if you have less. Sometimes it just works out like that. More oftentimes than not, it works like that. And you go to your sisterhood rounds, and they basically talk about their sisterhood and their sorority, and you get to pick whether or not you really like their sisterhood and you feel like their sisterhood is strong and connected, and you would fit right in. And it's really sweet and it's cute, and they have like sisterhood stories, and I really loved it too. And then you ask questions questions about their sisterhood and then how it impacted them and how you think it'll help impact you, just things like that. It's a little slightly more fancy. I wore like same short dress, but just a little bit more fancy and preppy a little bit, accessorized a bit more, or some heels, I believe. Preference round is the last round, and you wear the fanciest outfit that you have. I wore like a short, cute cocktail dress that was the fanciest of them all, and a lot of people wear long dresses. I wore heels, super cute. Preference round, you have 2 sororities left, and this round comes after sisterhood. You're basically choosing between the 2. This was really hard for me. I had a hard time choosing because all the sororities are wonderful, and I love Kappa Delta, but I also loved all the other sororities too. You basically discuss, like, it's like a longer conversation, and then you guys talk more details on like how you're feeling, like emotions wise, like how you feel connected to whatever sorority. And it's just really good to like build a connection with the sororities and decide, like, last minute reassuring decision on which sorority you feel the most in, or like most you belong in. The next day, bid day, and you decide, you get to see what sorority you're in. For bid day for us, they handed us a shirt behind our back in our Pi Chi group, and we turned around and revealed the shirt, and it was so fun. Only one other girl in my Pi Chi group got Kappa Delta with me, and it was so good. But yeah, so that was like a rundown of the rush recruitment style vibe. That's how it is, like kind of like a routine of how it goes. I know it was kind of brief, I know it was kind of long, but brief and long. That's just like a big summary of how it goes, and I had no idea any of that happened, so hopefully that helped you in some way. A tip is, make sure you try and show off your true style within your clothing, because this will help you stand out. That will help you express your emotions, express who you are. That is super important when you're rushing, because you don't want to put up a front, you don't want to put on a mask, you want to be your true self. Yeah, so a lot of people ask me questions about a rush bag and like what they should bring, so I'm gonna give you my best advice on tips on what I brought, or what I should have brought. Because let me tell you, I should have brought a lot of things. Okay, so rush bag. Doesn't matter what bag it is. I have like a cute little tote bag. A lot of people wear tote bags, and it's like the thing I would recommend, a tote bag. It's like not too big, not too small. Mine was like this cute colorful tote bag I thrifted. I love it. Doesn't have to be too fancy. Don't think too much into it. What to bring in your rush bag. Okay, first off, I recommend like touch up makeup, because when you're rushing and you get your schedules back each day your schedule's completely different. You could go to a house at literally 8 a.m. and then another house at 7 p.m. and those are your only 2. So that's just an example. It's not guaranteed, but that's literally how it is. It's just random. Or you could have 4 back-to-back houses. Depends on the day, depends on how your schedule works out. You have to look at it and see. But I recommend touch-up makeup, because if it is like a large gap, you might want to touch it up, because you're sweating it off all day. It's ridiculous. So I say like concealers, powders, lip gloss, lip products, things like that. Like nothing too cakey or heavy, unless you have some time in between. Then yeah, it's just really hot and you're gonna feel really gross. Next thing in a rush bag I recommend is perfume, because you're gonna get stinky and smelly. Deodorant too, you already know how it goes. Then I also recommend a mirror, because you don't want to really be on your phone all the time when you're in line lining up to like go inside the houses. You're gonna be able to be on them for a little bit, but not super long, and a mirror is just easier to see everything, like realistically what people are seeing. I brought like this little mini mirror. Then a fan. I can't say that enough. A fan. They provided us one last year, but they were really weak, and my mama brought me, or gave me like a little handheld fan. So worth it. I was using that thing the whole time. A notebook and a pencil, or your notes on your phone, because you want to write down everything you remember from each house, because trust me, you will forget. I'd say write down memorable conversations, write down memorable things about each house, how you felt in each house immediately after you leave, because you want to remember that initial feeling to help you better decide, because it's a hard decision to make in a short amount of time. I recommend flip-flops or change of shoes to walk in after you go to the houses. Your feet are gonna hurt. I got so many blisters because we had to walk so much, and you're sweating and the blisters are rubbing and it hurts. And speaking of, bring band-aids too. This boy, does that hurt. If your houses are kind of far apart and you don't want to walk all the way home, I recommend a snack. Always bring a water bottle, always. You need to continuously drink water. So many people got heat exhaustion last year. Drank lots of water. I'd say like backup earrings. That's just something that I thought of. One of my earrings literally fell off, so I had to take the other one out. But like, it's not that big of a deal if you don't need earrings, but I just recommend that because that happened to me. And also a Tide pen, because when I tell you, it's so easy to get messy. What to prepare for? So I gave you guys a rundown of how it all worked, but what to prepare for? I'd say lots and lots of talking and meeting new people, because you're going to be doing that the entire week. Recommend rushing your freshman year, because freshman year you meet so many new people and it just helps you kick off college and just coming in with a lot of friends just from rush. It gave me something to do. It didn't give me time to be homesick and think about home and miss my family. It just allowed me to jump right in, immerse myself in the college experience, and meet so many sweet girls I'm still friends with now that I just met that one time. Be prepared to discuss lots of your interests in your high school life and what you did. That's really an often question that I got asked. I think this goes without saying, but what not to talk about, I've literally heard this from everyone and their mother. It's like the 4 B's: beer or booze, boys, Biden, and Bible, which means like religion, politics, alcohol, partying, and like boys. I was told not to talk about it. I don't know how like serious it is at all the rest of the schools, but I remember like for my friends, sisters, and siblings that would like rush, they just be like, don't talk about that. So I just want to let you guys know, don't talk about it, but I don't really know. I just wanted to let you know what I knew. Listen to your gut intuition when picking your sorority. Listen to it. That's all I have about rush and sorority life. If you guys have any other questions, I will be more than happy to answer them. I know this was a lot, and I really hope it helps you unpack your emotions and feelings. Don't be nervous if you're rushing. It's gonna be completely fine, and you will be loved because you're amazing. And I really hope you guys got some help out of this video. Eat good, sleep good, don't be nervous. I know you're gonna be nervous. Try not to be, and drink lots of water. Good luck on your rushing adventures. I know it's coming up really soon, like literally a week. So good luck to everybody, and I'm so excited. If you're going to Charleston, I'll see you there. Bye.